Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Dream Car Garage. So here we are in the Peugeot 306 GTI-6. It's a GTI-6 because it has 6 gears. The Peugeot 306 GTI dates back to the 90s, and I've got a wide selection of car mags, and I think this car must have won virtually every single hot hatch test there was. It put it up against the Golf, the Fiat, the Ford. No matter what it was put up against, it always came out on top. Now that always intrigued me. I wanted to drive it for that reason alone, but just looking at it, somehow the looks seem to belie what the auto journalists are saying about it. It didn't look like a hardcore hot hatch. It looked a bit soft, nice rounded edges, nothing hardcore about the interior, 16-inch alloy wheels, not even 17 inches, a subtle kit all the way around. It didn't look like a hardcore racer, but everything about it said it was a serious driver's car, so I thought we'd get one at Dream Car Garage and see what it's like. Another reason I wanted to get one is because people are often saying that, you know, we see these modern raft of hot hatches and they cost 18, 19, 20, 25. In the case of the Escort RS with 300 bhp, that's a £30,000 car. I mean, that's beyond the likes of the majority of people, especially in the recession. But this car, it's on a V-Reg, so it's a 2000 reg car, one of the latest ones that they made. It's done about 90,000 miles. And it's only, for one of these you can get up between about £2,000 and £2,500 for a really good one. So £2,500 for a genuine hot hatch, or what we believe to be a genuine hot hatch, is a pretty good bargain. So let's just start this car up. Now, as soon as you start this car up and you rev it even a little bit, you know straight away it's not a standard 306. You know straight away that the exhaust note, very metallic, very strong, raspy engine note. It's the feel of the gears, the clutch. Straight away you know that this is not your bog standard hot hatch. So without further ado, let's take it for a spin and see what it's like. What I'm going to try and do is obviously drive the car, but also describe what it's like to drive best I can, as accurately as I can. We're going to take it down a mixture of familiar roads and onto roads we're not quite so familiar with at Dream Car Garage. A mixture of textures, a mixture of road surfaces. Now these are the kind of roads that GTIs are actually made for. And on roads like these, I can't imagine there are many cars, even with 3, 4, 5 times the asking price, that could get up and down small, windy country lanes like these any faster than a good GTI. Within the first few hundred metres, all thoughts that this is just a lightweight, pumped up hatchback are dispelled immediately. The engine note is strong, it's got a metallic sound to it. The gearbox, very tight, very precise. Click through the 6 gears very easily. And we're not pushing it now because we've got these speed humps here. Again, hot hatches are not really usually the most absorbent of vehicles. This one's not bad. Not too many rattles or shakes, 10 years old, but it's still holding together pretty well. I'm just going to drift out of these areas here. What a nice day. A good hot hatch, as I've said many times before, very simple formula, relatively small car, big engine, but also it should really inspire you to want to go out just for the sake of driving. A lot of guys all they want is a car that can burn another car off at a line. But as you get older you realise that that's not really the essence of life itself.
if you like driving, you'll find the road. Beautiful car, beautiful road. Just go for a drive and just enjoy pushing yourself in the car. That's what we're going to try and do today. Very immediate acceleration, good torque, good spread of torque. At almost any gear, you put your foot down, the car starts to spool up and accelerate straight away. It must be said though, the clutch on this particular one, I'm not sure if it's like that for all of them, it's quite stiff, which on roads like this is fine because you don't have to balance on the clutch or anything, you just bolt it from one gear to the next. But on the inner city roads, where you're crawling and you may be bouncing on the clutch, it can be a little bit, the progress can be a little bit jerky. This particular road we're going on is it's a nice windy road with, in particular, a mixture of surfaces. Some a little bit rough. Oh, these weren't here before. Roadworks. Oh, down there just the other end, there was no roadworks on there. The interior is quite comfortable. Nice leather and Alcantara suede type seats. Although they look good, the Achilles heel of this particular interior is the fact that on almost every GTI I've seen, the side bolsters have worn down or worn away, or there might be a little bit of a hole or a tear in it because, you know, there seems to be a particular weakness in the material. But if you go on eBay, you should be able to find a replacement seat or a replacement interior without spending a fortune. But it's comfortable and seats are supportive. Car brakes very well. Accelerates very keenly. This is a very serious drive. I remember a few years ago, I had a BMW M3 Evolution. I thought I'd treat myself to one for my 30th birthday, which was quite a while ago now. A friend of mine had one of these. He had a good metallic grey Peugeot 306 GTI-6, just like this. And I remember following him back to his house one day. I was following him my M3 and he was in his GTI, and he was really gunning it down this country lane to his house. I'm telling you, the BMW had 321 bhp, but I could not go any faster without taking my life into my hands. You could never tire repairing that engine, you just couldn't. Little fruity, raspy ring to it. And we're back. Dream car guide verdict. I'm tired of giving a thumbs up, but this car is definitely a thumbs up. It's a very, very, very good driver's car. It feels much more hardcore than you might think to look at it. It's a very strong. The acceleration is brutal. Once you kick up through those gears, drop down through the gearbox is very tight, very sound. It's a little bit cutesy looks, but once you get used to that, I think that might become an asset because people wouldn't be expecting the fact that you can blast them off at the lights, and you can certainly, they won't be able to hang with you down most country lanes. This car will hang with virtually anything. You could have a Porsche Boxster, this car's going to hang with it. You could have some heavyweight material, some heavyweight cars, a heavyweight engine under the bonnet. This car will hang with it until the road really opens up, and then BHP obviously is always king. But Dream Car Guys verdict, a thumbs up. Double thumbs up? Yeah, double thumbs up. Great car, great drive, affordable for almost anybody who wants a hot hatch. And I think this car in particular could make a great track day car, but one you could live with on an everyday basis.